Hello students, this video is for class 7 and today we'll continue with our chapter 3 of geography, that is changing earth part 3. But before that students, let's discuss the homework questions that I have given you in our last class. So the first homework question was, how many types of volcanic belts are there and name them. The answer is the volcanoes are distributed in two major belts around the world. The first belt consists of the world's active volcanoes and is around the Pacific Ocean. It is a circular shape and has a famous name, the Pacific Ring of Fire. The second belt consists volcanoes that are dominant and extinct volcanoes. It is along the Mediterranean Sea and is therefore known as the Mid-World Mountain Belt. And the next homework question was, define Richter scale. And the answer is, earthquakes are measured on a scale called Richter scale. It has a scale from 0 to 9. The tool used to measure the earthquake is a seismograph. And our third and last homework question was, name the two earthquake belts. And the answer is, the two earthquake belts are the Circum-Pacific Belt and the Mid-Continental Belt. Now we'll continue with our topic, earthquakes. So in our last class we discussed about volcanoes, what are volcanoes, and types of volcanoes, in which we discuss about active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes and extinct volcanoes, and distribution of volcanoes. Volcanoes are distributed in two major belts. The first one is Pacific Ring of Fire and the second belt is Mid-World Mountain Belt. And today we will start with our topic, earthquakes. So when the lithospheric plates move beneath the surface, we discussed in the beginning of the chapter that there is movement in the lithospheric plates, but the movement is very slow, and this movement tend to cause vibrations. और ये जो movement होती है lithospheric plate में, ये क्या cause करती है? ये उत्पन्न करती है कंपन, vibrations. During volcanic eruptions, the plates are sometimes moved so violently, and when there is eruption in volcanoes, और जब ज्वालामुखी में eruption होता है, जब वो फटता है, they cause the earth to shake. और ये जो volcanic eruption होता है, ये इतना violent होता है कि ये अर्थ को, हमारी जो पृथ्वी होती है, उसको शेक कर देता है, हिला देता है. So the shakes and vibrations, shakes, movements and vibrations travel along the earth's surface. ये travel करते हैं अर्थ के surface के साथ, and these are known as earthquake. और यही shakes and vibrations को हम क्या कहते हैं? earthquake, भूकंप. Now the point or place where the earthquake originates inside the earth is called a focus. So suppose if this is your earth's surface and this is the inside part of this surface, and from this point, यहाँ से जो generate हो रहा है आपका earthquake, this point is known as focus. Means the point from where the earthquake originate from inside the earth is called focus. अर्थ में जहाँ से अंदर से, जिस पॉइंट से वाइब्रेशंस जनरेट होती हैं, अर्थक्वेक ओरिजिनेट होता है, दैट पॉइंट इज नोन एज फोकस. एंड जस्ट अबव दिस पॉइंट, इस पॉइंट के जस्ट ऊपर, ऑन द अर्थ सरफेस, जस्ट अबव द अर्थ सरफेस, द focus witnesses the maximum destruction is called an epicenter. इसके ऊपर जहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा maximum destruction होता है, सबसे vibrations होती हैं, that is known as epicenter. Means this above point on the surface of the earth is known as epicenter. Now the next one is types of earthquake waves. So there are major three types of earthquake waves. The first one is primary waves, the next one is secondary waves, and the third one is surface waves. So first we'll continue with the primary waves. So these are the first waves and travels very fast. So primary waves are the first waves which originates from the earth, and these waves travel very fast. They are also known as push waves or P waves. So primary waves are also known as push waves or P waves. Their traveling speed is approximately 6 km per second. So what is the speed of primary waves? 6 km per second, and causes a small displacement. Means these are not very violent. So these cause small displacement. तो इनसे थोड़ी अस्थिरता होती है. They're not very violent. Now the next one is secondary waves. Secondary waves are the second waves with a less rate of movement. Means primary waves are very fast, and the rate of movement of secondary waves are lesser than as compared to primary waves. Now they do not travel through liquid and causes a strong shaking. So these waves cannot move in liquid like water bodies, in rivers, in seas, oceans. So they only cause shaking movement. तो ये सिर्फ क्या करते हैं? शेकिंग मूवमेंट्स क्रिएट करते हैं. एंड दीज वेव्स आर ऑल्सो नोन एज एस वेव्स. सेकेंडरी वेव्स आर ऑल्सो नोन एज एस वेव्स. नाउ द थर्ड वन इज सरफेस वेव्स, एंड सरफेस वेव्स आर वेरी पावरफुल एंड कॉस्ट मोस्ट डिस्ट्रक्शन. तो सबसे ज्यादा तबाही कौन सी वेव्स क्रिएट करती हैं? सरफेस वेव्स. एंड दीज वेव्स आर वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड वेरी पावरफुल. नाउ आवर नेक्स्ट वन टॉपिक इज मेजरिंग ऑफ अर्थक्वेक. अब हम भूकंप की तीव्रता को मापते हैं और उसके लिए हम कुछ टूल्स का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, which will come to know in this topic. So, earthquakes are measured on a scale called Richter scale. It's like to measure length and breadth. We use our scale for measurement. In the same way, we use a scale named Richter scale to measure the movement of earthquake. तो हम भूकंप की तीव्रता को, इंटेंसिटी को मेजर करने के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं रिक्टर स्केल. एंड द टूल यूज्ड टू मेजर द अर्थक्वेक इज सीस्मोग्राफ. और वो टूल जिसको हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं अर्थक्वेक की इंटेंसिटी मेजर करने के लिए, भूकंप की तीव्रता को मेजर करने के लिए, दैट इज seismograph. That is known as seismograph. The intensity of the earthquake is determined by the points achieved on the scale. So there are some points mentioned on these scales, and we measure according to that. And each point is 10 times stronger than the previous one. Means एक point का भी increment means movement from one to second point is the 10 times stronger than the previous. means जो भूकंप की तीव्रता है वो 10 गुना बढ़ जाती है हर एक पॉइंट के साथ. And from 0 to 5 the intensity is considered moderate. मतलब अगर भूकंप की इंटेंसिटी जो तीव्रता है अगर वो 0 से 5 के बीच में है, सो इट मीन्स दैट द अर्थक्वेक इज मॉडरेट. मतलब इट विल नॉट कॉज वेरी पावरफुल डिस्ट्रक्शन. सो द रेट ऑफ डिस्ट्रक्शन इज मिनिमम और नथिंग एट ऑल. तो जो डिस्ट्रक्शन तबाही का जो स्तर है वो मिनिमम होगा, कम से कम होगा या फिर नहीं होगा. द earthquakes measured at 5 and 6. अगर भूकंप की तीव्रता 5 to 6 रिक्टर स्केल है, it means that it can cause damages. If the earthquake is measured with 5 to 6 रिक्टर scale, it can cause damage. तब ये तबाही मचा सकता है. From 0.6 and above और 6 से above रिक्टर scale, the intensity is the strongest, and earthquakes of these measurement cause major destructions. तो ऐसे 6 से ऊपर की तीव्रता वाले भूकंप सबसे ज़्यादा तबाही मचाते हैं एंड समटाइम्स चेंजेस इन लैंडफॉर्म, और कभी कभी ये लैंडफॉर्म में तब्दील हो जाते हैं. Now the next one topic is distribution of earthquake. Like volcanoes, earthquake is also distributed in different belts, and first one is circum-Pacific belt and the second one is mid-continental belt. So we'll continue with circum-Pacific belt. The coastal margins of North America, South America and East Asia cover approximately 65% of the world's earthquakes region. तो नॉर्थ अमेरिका, साउथ अमेरिका एंड ईस्ट एशिया मिला के 65% कवर करते हैं सर्कम पैसिफिक बेल्ट का. सो 65% ऑफ द वर्ल्ड अर्थक्वेक रीजन्स आर कवर्ड बाय साउथ अमेरिका, नॉर्थ अमेरिका एंड ईस्ट एशिया, एंड दिस बेल्ट इज कॉल्ड सर्कम पैसिफिक बेल्ट. It also touches the Pacific Ring of Fire. So Pacific Ring of Fire is the belt which is is the first belt of volcanoes, distribution of volcanoes. So Circum-Pacific belt is also along with the Pacific Ring of Fire. The next one is the Alpine Mountains, Mediterranean Sea, Northern and Eastern Africa and the Himalayas cover 25% of the world's earthquake, and this belt combined is called mid-continental belt. तो ये 25% एरिया कवर करते हैं. Alpine Mountains, Mediterranean Sea, Northern and Eastern Africa and Himalayas. This is the second mid-continental belt of earthquake, and the third one is mid-Atlantic ridge belt. The third belt includes mid-Atlantic ridge and nearby islands. तो ये कहाँ से मिड अटलांटिक और उसके आसपास के जो भी आइलैंड हैं उनसे जुड़ा हुआ है. इट इज कॉल्ड, दैट्स व्हाई द नेम इज गिवन मिड अटलांटिक रिज बेल्ट. मॉडरेट अर्थक्वेक्स आर रिकॉर्डेड इन दीज रीजन्स. इन रीजन्स में आने वाले जो अर्थक्वेक होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं? मॉडरेट होते हैं. इट मीन्स दे डू नॉट कॉज एनी काइंड ऑफ डैमेज, और देयर इज वेरी लो डैमेज इन दिस रीजन. So about 59% of the land area of India is liable to seismic hazard damage. Means 59% जो इंडिया की पूरी लैंड है वो सीस्मिक जोन के अंडर में आती है. मतलब वहाँ पे भूकंप के वो भूकंप के जोन के अंदर आती है. एंड द जोन्स आर zone 5 means very high risk zone, and zone 4 high risk zone, and zone 3 is moderate risk zone, and zone 2 is low risk zone. तो इस तरीके से हमने अपनी जो लैंड है उसको डिफरेंट जोन्स में डिवाइड किया गया है कि कहाँ पे हमारा जो अर्थक्वेक है उसकी इंटेंसिटी क्या हो सकती है, वेरी हाई, हाई और लो और moderate. Now our next topic is earthquake in India. So 2/3 of India is earthquake prone. The Bureau of Indian Standards divide India into 5 earthquake zones that I have told you, and in the following map, one map is given in your book which you should read, and zone 1 and 2 are combined and represented together in this map. So a case study of Nepal earthquake 2015 is also given for you to understand better this topic, earthquake. So an earthquake of magnitude 7.9, as I have told you, earthquake on Richter scale 6 point or above is very destructive. तो 6 या उससे ऊपर की तीव्रता वाले भूकंप जो हैं वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा तबाही मचा सकते हैं. So in Nepal there was an earthquake of 7.9 struck Nepal on 25th April 2015. Given below some facts about the earthquake, that is, the epicenter of this earthquake was located close to Lamjang, between Kathmandu and Pokhara. So what was the epicenter point of this earthquake? It was located near Lamjang, between Kathmandu and Pokhara, and the focus means inside the earth, from where the earthquake originated. The focus point was 15 kilometer below the surface, means epicenter से 15 किलोमीटर नीचे उसका फोकस पॉइंट था. The border areas of China, Tibet, India and Bangladesh were severely affected by these aftershocks. इससे प्रभावित होने वाले बाकी सारे बॉर्डर्स भी थे जो नेपाल से लगे हुए हैं, दैट जैसे कि चाइना, तिब्बत, इंडिया और बांग्लादेश. Approximately 8,836 people dead and 21,392 people injured. The loss of life was massive and inevitable. तो इतनी सारी जान माल की हानि हुई and a need for better living structures came to light after the earthquake. Now here we finished our chapter. I have given you some homework questions which you have to complete. So read the chapter properly and complete your homework questions. And one more thing, you have to give your attendance after the video in comment section regularly. Some of the students are not doing this properly, so you have to give your attendance. That is very important for you, and complete your homework properly. Thank you.